Well, we're living in very stressful times. There is no doubt about that. And they're especially difficult for parents and teachers and students who are negotiating their way around hybrid teaching, learning from home, and living in a world where social distancing is a survival skill. It's a lot. Joining me now to talk about the help that is available to you to get you through these times is Jennifer Dutry. She is a licensed clinical social worker with CHR. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us, or me.
Yeah, well, and I know you're part of a big group and you treat people all over. One thing I want to get out there is that so many people are struggling, and I would think now there are those who are used to getting help from someone, but there are also people who've never really gotten professional help who need it, and it's really easier than ever now with the virtual options that places like CHR have.
I think that right now is the easiest time. There are so many different ways that people can get treatment, and they can do it in the privacy of their own home as well through telehealth, which is a new option for the state of Connecticut, which is great.
And you actually have something called the Heroes Hotline. This is special. You've always treated lots of folks, but this is a free resource for teachers, parents, anyone who is dealing with this extreme stress right now and you just need some help. You can call 1-888-217-HERO. Tell me what will happen if you make that phone call.
So anyone who needs the help, whether it is the teachers, the parents, it can be healthcare workers, it can be anybody who works in the schools right now. If they need the support, they can call the Hero Hotline. It is staffed Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And you'll be connected with a therapist who specializes in acute stress disorder. And they can, help you.
Yeah, and acute stress disorder, there was actually just a report on this on CBS Morning News today about a lot of healthcare workers are now coming out and they've polled them and they've looked at them and they said many of them have been suffering from acute stress disorder. What exactly is that?
So acute stress disorder is a very normal response to high stress situations. Usually that's involving actual injury or risk of injury to self or others. It can be associated with natural disasters or combat as well. And it can really lead to serious problems, including depression, substance use, PTSD, and suicide if left untreated.
In some of the symptoms that people might be feeling right now, one of them, I was reading the list, it said, chronic irritability or anger. And that's something that many people will just think, oh, I'm just overwhelmed. But that's actually a symptom that you want to be thinking of.
Yeah, it is a whole list of different types of symptoms. It will be different for each person. It can range from having intrusive memories or thoughts. It could be just feeling irritable and angry or on edge all the time. It could be feelings of guilt, loss of sense of meaning, or some kind of like moral dilemma. Some people feel numb and cut off completely. Other people will have problems with sleep, not wanting to eat well, really kind of just shutting down.
And if you call the Heroes Hotline, whether you be a teacher or a parent, or even, like you said, a student, this is stressful. I have a couple kids in middle school. I know folks have high school students, and everyone's trying to do things differently, like do their regular studying or their regular teaching, but also figure out all the technology. It can be super stressful, and this call is free. It's confidential. And do you offer coaching right then and there?
Yes, we'll offer coaching right then and there. If somebody needs additional support, we will connect you with other resources, potentially at CHR through telehealth. And we're really just making sure that everyone stays as healthy as they can be. Depression, anxiety have gone up, substance use has gone up. Yep. Suicides have gone up in this state, and we really want to do our part to make sure that people know there's help out there.
And specifically, I know a lot of moms watch Better Connecticut and watch our Facebook feeds, and they may be thinking, oh, this is just normal. Like, I have to handle everything. I got to organize everything. I got to deal with the stress, deal with the financial issues, and not realize that that's actually too much for one person to do, and that getting some professional help could really help them navigate things better.
Yeah, I think parents often forget to take care of themselves as well, particularly in really high stress times. And right now, more than any time, particularly when we're waiting for, schools to shut down again, and what is that going to look like? It's important to take care of yourself as, through all of this.
Right, and some of what the symptoms you've talked about for acute stress disorder might be these flashbacks or dreams. That might be something that if you were a nurse or you saw something, we're seeing healthcare workers say that they're suffering from insomnia and they're having difficulty. But the other symptoms might be masked, right? A loss of a sense of meaning, or just feeling a little numb or detached, or avoiding things, not being able to sleep well. Those are all things that I think sometimes, especially busy parents, will just shove under the rug, like, oh, that's probably how everyone feels.
Right. Absolutely. And even having, um, the extra glass of wine where it's once in a while, but now you're realizing you're having it, maybe every day. All of those can just be a symptom that you might be experiencing acute stress disorder right now.
And as far as having trouble sleeping, I know a lot of people suffer from that. And that
Yeah.
really can compound the problems, right? Because if you don't get a good night's sleep, you're even less able to handle things the next day.
Absolutely, absolutely. I know for myself on nights that I haven't been sleeping well, I find myself really struggling with my emotions the next day. So, that even if it sounds really small and normal, um, it's still okay to reach out and ask for help. And it is confidential and it doesn't cost a cent, so why not?
Absolutely free. And so, yeah, let's talk about that. So one thing you can do is call the Hero Hotline, and we can put that number up again. It's 1-888-217-HERO. If you're just joining the feed, this is CHR's free resource for parents, for teachers, even like you said, you treat teens. So if your teens are having a difficult time managing and you notice they're more emotional than normal, just making this phone call might make you at least feel a little bit better that what you're experiencing is normal, or you might need other help. What are some other things you can do to cope?
That is a great question. I think talking with people is really important. So whether that is a trusted friend or family or the Hero Hotline, remembering to take care of yourself. Really try to get as much sleep as you can. Really take the time to have a nutritious meal, exercise, do all the things that you like to do and brings you joy, whether that's crafting or reading or cooking or biking, whatever that is. It's important right now to do those things. And then, ask for the help when you need it.
Yeah. And some other things that we tend to put off the list when we're busy and stressed: eat nutritious meals, exercise, find something that brings you joy. They sound like something to do on your to-do list, but they really, from your perspective, these really make a difference in our mental health, right?
They make a huge difference. Drinking plenty of water, too, another thing that tends to go out the window when we're stressed and overwhelmed. But it really helps decrease our body feeling like it's in a state of crisis. And that can alleviate some of the stress that we're experiencing.
And again, this help is available via telehealth, which means you could be doing it just over the phone or on Zoom, so you don't have to leave your house, or you are offering in-person care as well.
Yes. So we really want to reduce any obstacles for people to get the treatment that they need, and we will work with each individual to find what works for them. So they can call the Hero Hotline. We also have another phone number, which is 877-884-3571, and that's our general number. And you can call there as well to get whatever information that you need.
Right, and as far as the Hero Hotline, that is easy to remember. And like you said, anyone can call that, and they can get, if they can't remember it, you can get referred from there. But it's 888-217-HERO, and that is going to be staffed Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And this is going to be staffed by people like you, right? Who have, these aren't just people answering the phone. All of the people who will be answering the calls are skilled and able to help determine what you need at that moment and maybe what other help you could benefit from.
Absolutely. Everybody who's answering the lines are trained in how to deal with and treat acute stress disorder. And we'll be able to, guide each person individually on whatever they need.
Okay. So I want to give people some more information also that they can get to Community Health Resources, or CHR, and they can do that by going to chrhealth.org, chrhealth.org. That's your website up there. And just real quick, let everyone know, you do have, I know, several locations throughout the state, so lots of areas may be convenient if people do want to go in person.
Yeah, so for adults, we have clinics in Manchester, Willimantic, Danielson, Bloomfield, and Enfield. We offer some child and adolescents also in Manchester. There's some programs down in Norwich. But calling any of our hotlines, we'll be able to connect people based on where they are geographically and what it is that they're interested in.
All right, well, we want to thank you so much for your time and for getting the word out about the Hero Hotline. We'll throw it up there one more time just in case people haven't seen it. We encourage everyone to share it with your friends and your feed so that it can get out there. This number again, 1-888-217-HERO. It is absolutely free. It's being staffed 10 to 6, Monday through Friday, and the folks at CHR can help you through this very stressful time. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. Thanks for helping us get the word out.
Absolutely.
Take care.